switch on the Gadget Show live at Christmas lights, please welcome the Mayor of London, Mr. Boris Johnson.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, geeks and their mothers. I'm delighted to have been asked to open the show and turn on the lights, even though I am a bit of a duffer when it comes to gadgets and gizmos, as most of you will probably know. So it only remains for me to wish you all a startlingly good Christmas, a prosperous New Year, and to declare these lights well and truly lit.
So please now show some love and give a massive cheer for the Gadget Show presenters. 30 years ago at Christmas, he had no glasses and lots of hair. Please welcome Jason Gregory.
That twist on the end, I think that's what did it.
I love the fact you could do that with your trousers down. That was actually very impressive.
So, are you all, I've got a feeling you are, but I'm going to ask anyway, are you all up for a huge Gadget Show Live Christmas?
Maybe you don't remember, but in here it is Christmas. We've got the tree, we've got the awesome lights. Are you ready to party, people?
Brilliant.
Excellent festive felicitations to every single one of you, and free Christmas pies to anyone wearing a Santa hat. Never mind. Anyway, before we move on, I must tell you about our lights. These look like ordinary lights. They're actually completely programmable digital projectors. They're made by a company called Robi from Czechoslovakia. They're called mini-me's. You can put any sort of signal you want into them. You can put USB or HDMI. Absolutely brilliant. And they're LED, so they're very efficient. In fact, this year, for the first time, all our lights up in the ceiling are LEDs, which means that our energy bills this year are half those of last year, which is pretty good.
Wow.
Thanks, Johnny boy. I've just got to say a big shout out to Peter, our signer in today. How you doing, Peter? Yeah, you're not used to being in the spotlight like that, are you? How you doing? Fantastic stuff.
Okay, well, you may notice one of the Gadget family is missing today.
Yes, of course, Paul is talking about the lovely Rachel Riley, our newest recruit to the Gadget Show family. Unfortunately, Rachel can't be with us for this performance.
Yes, she's very busy. However, Rachel being Rachel, didn't want to miss out completely. So now we are going to go live, and I do mean live, to the Countdown Studio. Hey, Rachel!
Hello! How's it going?
Good.
How are you?
We're great. We're
Looking good out there.
Thank you very much. We're feeling good, and may I say, you two are looking good, girlfriend.
Stop it, Mr. Bradbury. Anyway, I'm so sorry that I can't be there, but as well as being live in the Countdown Studio, I'm also furiously rehearsing for Strictly Come Dancing. So I know I did do a bit of quantum maths in my time, but I can't be in 3 places at once. Sorry, guys.
Understandable. With all that going on, it's extremely good of you to join us live here. And indeed, I must reiterate what Jason said earlier. You are looking very hot, girlfriend.
Oh, coming from you, it sounds a lot more wholesome. So thank you very much, John.
Oh, Rachel, I've just had quite a good idea. I'm thinking, why don't we play a game of Gadget Show Countdown?
What a totally amazing, spontaneous idea. I mean, we've got this live link up, we've got the countdown board, so maybe I could pick some letters, and then the Gadget Show live audience could find the longest tech-related word, and maybe the longest one wins a prize.
See, how did you do that? That's exactly what I was thinking.
I think it's a great idea. We can also use that table, which conveniently has a dictionary on it. Dictionary corner. Johnny boy, you up for that?
Excellent.
Cool. And then we can all play Countdown with Rachel Riley off the telly.
That is a plan by James. Do you mind if I go first?
Please do.
Great. Okay, you guys over here, you are my team. I hope you're very good at anagrams because whoever wins this will win themselves a prize.
Okay, Polly, choose your letters.
Can I have a consonant, please?
Thank you. Starts with P.
Okay, let's try a vowel.
O.
Let's try another vowel.
Another O. Calm yourselves.
Let's give a consonant, please.
C.
Let's try another one.
R.
And another one.
Another R.
Okay, let's go for a vowel this time.
E.
Let's just throw in a couple more consonants.
S. And the final one. Another S.
Nice.
Oh, Polly, you appear to have spelled progress.
Yeah.
What a lovely image for us.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, it's actually quite serious. I had a case of Bucharest, so I took it to the doctor.
Thank you, Jason.
The big red pussy.
Okay, team, are you ready? We are looking for a techie word. The longer, the better. So here are your letters up on the screen. In fact, there is a 9-letter word up there, so who thinks they know what that 9-letter word is? If you do, put your hands up. Let me see what you are. Show me. Oh, there's a little boy up there. I'm just going to go for a run. Sorry. All the way up here. Hello, my darling. What's your name? Sam. Okay, Sam, what do you think the word is? Processor. Okay, let's have a look. Mr. Bentley, processor.
Processor is correct.
Oh, round of applause then, gentlemen.
Brilliant.
Well done, young man.
Yourself, little boy. My pleasure. Well done for getting it right. Hey, gorgeous.
Yes, now that could have been the computer processor. It also been the food processor in Gadget terms. One of the first was invented by a German company, Electrostar, in 1946, and intriguingly was available with a vacuum cleaner attachment.
How do you know these things, John? Who is that woman sat next to you? Is that you? Is that Mrs. Bentley?
It's not actually the current Mrs. Bentley, no.
Future.
Right, is it the former Mrs. Bentley?
No,
Mrs. Bentley, no.
No, Mrs. Bentley is Mrs. Bentley's doing some decorating at home.
Is it the next Mrs. Bentley?
Oh
my God! Moving on. Okay, what about this side of the room? Would you like to play a little bit of Countdown with Rachel Riley off the telly? Right, back at you, cowboy. Okay, brilliant. So, what do I do now? I've completely forgotten what we're doing.
Come on, get on with it, Bradbury.
All right. Oh yeah, it's a consonant first, isn't it? Then a vowel, then 2 consonants. A vowel, a consonant, a vowel, and 2 consonants.
Well, if you want to play it like that, then you can have R, E, C, T, U, M, O, P, and S. And only you, Jason Berry, could spell out rectum ops. Well done, sir.
Nothing wrong with it. Rectum Ops is my favourite computer game. It's like Black Ops, but you keep your troops in the rear. Whatever. Okay, I've just got to show you this because this lad was wearing it in the front row and it freaked me out. I thought it might freak you out too. Isn't that just the scariest thing? It's not putting me off at all, is it? Where is he? You put that back on. There you go, man. There. What have we got here? A smartphone slim handset for someone to win. If, of course, they can make an intelligible computer phrase from the letters up on the screen. And we're going, young man, you like a clever chap. First of all, what's your name?
Max.
Where are you from?
London.
London. And what do you think the word is?
Computers.
John.
Absolutely correct, Max. Well done. Come
Well
on.
done, of course. Hey, great work, man. Little slim handset, that's cool, isn't it?
Now, intriguingly, the word computer was first used in 1613 in a book called The Young Man's Anglicans or something. I think it was called. It was a very peculiar book. But essentially it referred to somebody who was very good at arithmetic, not the computer as it is in the present sense.
Wow, it's like every day is a school day with Mr. Bentley, isn't
It is.
it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for Gadget Show Countdown. So let's give our gorgeous Rachel the biggest Gadget Show live round of applause!
Rachel.
Thanks for
Bye.
having me. Thank you, Rachel.
What are you doing, John? That's right. Nice. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so Polly, why don't we tell this lot what this whole Gadget Show Live Christmas thing is all about?
Absolutely. So at Gadget Show Live Christmas, what we try to do is emulate the famous Christmas song, The 12 Days of Christmas, but we replace those days with the 12 techie days of Christmas.
Yes, so we're going to bring on a bunch of really, really cool gadget presents and assign each of them a number from 1 to 12 for the 12 days of Christmas.
Yes, and we're also going to bring on 12 different acts. So we have an act for each day, then we have a present to put under the tree for each day. But the best bit is, at the end of the show, one of you is going to win the whole lot, which is worth nearly £3,000. Oh
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One of you is going to win the entire lot, and all you have to do in order to enter is tell us your name, text it, and the number on the screen right now.
Now we need your full name, so we need your first name followed by your surname, and remember to send it to the number 0203 322 4926.
So your first name, followed by your surname, to the number on the screen.
And don't worry, we'll give you a couple of minutes during the show, so you're going to have about 40 minutes to do this.
Brilliant. So, I think we're just about done and dusted with the first day of Christmas, day number one missing Gadget Show presenter.
Which means I can now put our first present underneath the tree. Naomi's bringing it out right here, so we have the TP-Link Wi-Fi extenders, which are going under the tree, and the awesome Avaya Dynamic Custom 1 Pro headphones, which are brilliant.
Well, the biodynamics are cool. They've got that physical slider, which actually affects the physical size of the sonic chamber in the speaker. So depending on whether you want mid-range or more bass, you actually adjust the size of it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's not
And
even
you can find
digital.
those on the Superfly stand downstairs, and also the TP-Links, I think L20, if you want to have a look in the exhibition.
Thank you, Sue Polly. Okay, so moving straight on to the second day of Christmas, which has to be the two most exciting gadget releases of this year. In fact, strictly speaking, they're not even released yet. I am, of course, talking about the PS4 and the Xbox One. Yes, indeed. It's very exciting stuff. In fact, I've not been this excited about a gadget release since the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So you'll probably remember, back in June, it was E3 in LA, the biggest gaming exposition on the planet. And the Gadget Show sent two of the most popular gamers on the planet. In terms of YouTube followers, KSI and the ever-elegant Ali A, to go and check out the consoles on our behalf. And the news is good, folks, because they both thought both consoles had something incredibly cool to offer.
It's good. Graphics are insane. Landscape. It looks really slick. The analog sticks feel a lot better as well. What a drift. What a drift.
This just really shows off the capabilities and the power, just the amount of stuff that's going on screen, and the detail of the individual characters is amazing. You can definitely tell it's the next generation system.
both machines are astonishing. That last game, of course, was Rise. Ancient Rome on the Xbox One. Now that's how you should be teaching history, in my opinion. But guess what, folks? We've got one of those consoles right here, right now, only millimetres away from those of you on the front row. The PS4 is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out, look at that. It looks like a sort of combination of, I don't know, HAL and the Monolith from 2001. It's got a sort of 1970s aesthetic to it. I think it's quite cool looking. I've got a game, Killzone, Shadowfall, to show you. It's an adult title, and because obviously we've got some youngsters in the audience, I won't do any crazy stuff, but I will just play through it a little bit and tell you about the internals, what's under the bonnet, so to speak. An 8-core processor. So the brain is an 8-core processor, which really means multitasking is better than ever before. You can download an entire game, install it at the same time, while also downloading data, streaming video on demand, for example. At the same time as doing all of those things, you can be playing a graphically intensive game like this. And Killzone really does look beautiful. That motion capture is there. It sounds incredible. In terms of graphics, you've got 1.8 teraflops of graphics memory to play with. Now that's a lot. For example, a teraflop is equal to 1 million floating point calculations per second. Look out the window with us here. That's what I'm talking about. All these objects are rendered in 3D space. Each pixel rendered in 3D space. You can run around it, you can manipulate it, you can play with it, you can destroy it. I'll show you what I mean by that. If I just jump into the level, look. I'll just jump over here, and I'll throw a grenade onto this glass roof. You can see it's a glass roof with the light reflecting off it. If I chuck that in there, you'll see all the different individual shards of glass exploding. Look at that. And all of these buildings can react in the same way. If I was to shoot through the walls, you would see the bullet take a different trajectory through granite, say, as opposed to wood. Even RAM has been massively increased. 8 gig of DDR5 RAM on this machine, as opposed to 512 meg on the PS3. That's an increase of 16 times. It's so exciting. Both machines have a huge amount to offer, but only one of them is here right now. I'm going to switch it off. Why am I doing that during a demo, you might ask? It's so I can unplug the power and the HDMI, pick it up, and put it under the tree for one of you to win. Yes, one of you is going to win the PS4, as well as lots of other really cool kits today. And all you've got to do is send us your first name and your surname to the number on the screen right now. How cool is that? Oh yeah!
Let's go and be like very
So, moving on to day 3. For that we have an MP3 theme. Now obviously because we've audience Gadget Live, we don't need to tell you what an MP3 is and how it works. But I think it's probably worth reminding ourselves how influential it's been to modern gadgetry. We now carry around tens of thousands of tracks in your pocket, and it's revolutionised the music industry and helped make possible the iconic iPod. This is a 2004 60GB version. It's amazingly still works.
And it still looks very, very good looking. However, one of my favourite recent additions to the digital music peripherals market has to be this. This is the Berlin Boombox. It retails for around £60 to £70, but it's a cardboard iPod dock, and it will take you only about 15 minutes to assemble. It's one of the funnest pieces of gadget eccentricity I think I've seen.
So clearly with a box like that, what you need is somebody to come on stage, turn it on, and do some body-popping street dance moves.
That would be cool.
However, I was thinking actually of doing it myself, but it has been a while since Mrs. Bentley and I attempted the pop, rock and drop.
I'd love to see it though.
So instead, I'd like to welcome on stage two of Britain's very finest dancers. Please give a hugely warm welcome to the magnificent Twist and
Loving it, guys. However, you're about to show some really cool moves, aren't you? Okay, fellas, take your positions. I'm going to use my boombox. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hello. Basically, right, just imagine two guys that love dancing want to take it to the next level and take over the world. Well, yeah, that's us.
Ladies and gentlemen, Twister and
His
Paul!
style. Good work.
Very good work indeed. Okay, so now we're moving on to day 4, and for today, we have a very, very special announcement to make.
Yeah, it's a huge bombshell of an announcement, exclusive to you guys and girls in the audience. In fact, John, I reckon it deserves your announcer voice.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me huge pleasure to announce that from next month, the Gadget Show will have 4 brand new presenters!
That there isn't anybody in here that will ever understand a single word that those presenters say, like, ever.
And that's because they'll all be speaking Chinese.
Yes, okay, let me explain. In a month's time, the Gadget Show launches in China to a potential audience of 800 million people with a full Chinese cast.
Take a look.
你应该把时间花在什么样的好呀？
你要全神贯注，现在才集中精力啊！
我们一会儿就告诉你的。
头发是只能拖了2下的小猪崽呢。 And they're also in London town, so if you're wandering around, look out, because you might see Chinese Jason, Chinese John, Chinese Rachel, Chinese me somewhere.
And to celebrate the fact that they're here, we've got some special Chinese presents to put under the tree. There are a few merchandise stands around the show, but none of them has one of these, which is a Chinese Gadget Show crew t-shirt. So we've got one of those. We've also got some lightsaber chopsticks, a rather special sort of foam cover that they actually brought with them themselves from China, and this air hockey ping pong and hockey table, which is also to be seen on the Liberty Games stand at D70 just outside the toy arena. So lots of Chinese-themed prizes.
There is, so that's day 4 done, and I guess now we're moving on to day 5.
Yep, moving on to day 5, the 5th day of Christmas, and for this, we've got a real treat for you. We met this guy during the first Gadget Show Live Christmas that we did this time last year, the XL in London. And we were so impressed by him, and everyone loved him so much, we just had to bring him back. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best human beatboxers in the world. And he's here to perform for you right now in his Christmas jumper. Give it up for Shlomo!
Hey Gadget Show, how you doing? No, I said, hey Gadget Show, how you doing? It's nice to see you, my name is Shlomo, and I'm a beatboxer, which means I make music using my mouth. Wow. do something very special. They wanted me to do something that's never been done before. So I had a little think, and because I'm the 5th day of Techmas, I thought, what if we were to create the world's largest quintet? That's my idea. Let me explain how I think it could work. Because over here on the table, I was just using this little toy here. It's called the RC505 Loop Station. Everyone say, hello, Loop Station! Hello, Loop Station! This is a clever piece of kit that can record and loop any kind of sound. So it's like, hello! 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 It's great if you like the sound of your own voice. Woohoo! Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So my idea is we're going to use the 3,000 voices that we have in this room to create this huge quintet. I'm going to try and record 5 samples and mash them all up together. How does that sound to you, Gadget Show Live? You don't really sound that bothered. I said, how does that sound to you, Gadget Show Live? Okay, can you give me a hand here? You can conduct everyone. Okay, let me see. So let's try this. Let's all go like this together. Everyone just go, ooh. Ooh. That's good. Now with a bit more power, can you go, ah. That's good. What about everyone go, oh yeah! Oh yeah! Okay, that's getting good. Now how about, you're going to say the letter A like this. A, go. A. Guys, you can do it way louder than that. Ready? A. Okay, stop. I think I've recorded that. Let me just check if it's worked. Hang on. Can you all hear that? That's gone in. Okay, now we're going to try the second vowel, which is E. Try that. E. Stop. Okay, we've got that now. We've got 2. Now we're going to go. I go. Good. Number 4 goes like this. Oh, all together. Oh. Good. And then the 5th one, just for joy, what we're going to go. Woo! After 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. That's good. So we have some sounds. Let's see. We've got 5 different sounds now. Which is one of those Roland Boss RC505 Loop Station samplers, which was using it exactly today. It's worth over £500. Magnificent addition to the prizes.
Wow, that is incredible. That's looking very healthy under the tree.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on to day 6, and we thought we'd get a little bit Christmassy for day 6. So in a few moments' time, there'll be guys moving some stuff onto the stage, and they are from a specialist movie effects company called Snow Business. And as the name suggests, they specialise in movie effect snow. They've worked on films like Harry Potter, Love Actually, Notting Hill, some of the Bond movies. In fact, if you've ever seen a film with snow in, it's quite likely that those guys have created it. So we've got a little video to show you of some of the projects that Snow Business have worked on. And just remember, as you're watching it, every single flake of snow is not real.
these effects really are technological wonders. They're dreamt up by the boffins in snow businesses like laboratory, and they use all kinds of different compounds. Generally, it's a polymer base that they use. This first one is the most unusual of many ways because it's not even a snow, it's actually an ice. And it sits on a window pane and gives that sort of Dickensian look, that sort of, you know, old worldy Christmas morning through the window pane. Can we have some appropriate music, please? Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, Antiques Roadshow, that'll do. So I'm going to drop the guys of, I don't know, Tiny Tim, whoever, on Christmas morning. I'll take the glasses off. Good morning. Oh look, it's been snowing all through the night. Look outside. I've become Joe Pasquale. That was quite good, wasn't it? Very. This only works, of course, because I'm in the middle of dental surgery where I've had implants. So the teeth, actually, at this point in the show, are working for me.
Yeah.
Good morning. Look at the snow outside my window. I love you, Mama. And I love you, Father. But most of all, I love you, Christmas.
I think you should leave them out, James.
I really enjoyed that. I mean, you might do the role.
Excellent, jolly good. And the second type of snow we got is extremely messy. So messy, in fact, that we were sending a camera backstage demonstrating it around there. It's the sort of snow that snow business used to cover large areas of the countryside, buildings, trees, that sort of thing. We thought that would be fun to see if a man could be turned into a snowman. We chose our grumpy producer up there, Richard. And what the technology is basically lots of little bits of paper mixed with water to create sort of instant papier-mâché. So let him have it. Good. Excellent. Now, and the largest area they've covered with this stuff is about 100 acres of parkland surrounding Blenheim Palace, which they then have to put a membrane on the ground first, so it's easy to clear up afterwards. But certainly coming up, Richard, reasonably well, but I'm not convinced it's making him any less grumpy. Well done, anyway, Richard. Thank you.
That is like the most miserable snowman I think I've ever seen. Okay, so we're moving on to snow effect number 3, and this one is in the backpack here. It's a dry foam, so this creates those big snowflakes that fall very beautifully. They're used in those romantic movies like Notting Hill and Love Actually. Do you know at the end where the couple's in the middle of the street and the camera crane pulls away and they're just holding each other and it's all quite sickly sweet. I've always dreamt of having that moment. So who wants to do a love scene with me? There was a response there. However, the person that just put the hand up here looking rather disinterested. He's thinking, don't pay me! Stand up please, sir. What's your name? Steve. Okay, now Steve, I've always dreamt of being swept off my feet. I love how you do that. Okay, and I think you're the man to do this. So I've devised a script, so I'm going to say my line, and then you're going to say your lines. You can read, can't you?
Possibly.
And are they your own team?
Yes.
Brilliant, we've got a keeper, Jace.
Bonus.
I'm loving this. Can we get some romantic music, please? Oh, darling. Say that we'll be together forever.
Yes.
Say it.
I see now that you are the most beautiful Gadget show presenter.
Carry on.
Rachel's eyes are too big, and she's not as good as you at doing the scripts.
Okay.
You're actually even better than Jason and John. I will never leave you.
Oh my word. Hold me close and never, ever let me go. Okay, leaving that out. But the pain I just caused you.
The snow coming down.
You won't. Thank you, my darling.
Now, our fourth type of snow, again, actually isn't really snow, it's ice. Snow business scoured the world to find the perfect resin to make into icicles. And they ended up by finding it as they were walking down a street in Los Angeles past the open door of a company that made resin-coated dolphins. And here it is, pretty realistic, I think. Jolly good. And what's more, pretty economical. It only costs 50p per vertical inch. That's quite good, isn't it?
Wow.
Yes.
So how much would your house cost?
Well, I did a Bentley Towers and Brimmings. I think probably 50 quid would do it on every window.
Bentley Towers?
Yes.
Okay. Good stuff. Okay, we're moving on to the fifth type of gadget, tech snow. And this, again, is a polymer. It's very fine, though. It's the finest particles of any of the snows that we're looking at. And it's interesting because this stuff really expands. So if you had enough water to add into this pile here, it's actually capable of expanding 4,000 times its own size. So you can really cover huge areas with a very small amount of this stuff. It is quite fun though when you do add water. They're not giving me too much water for obvious reasons, but this should get the idea across. Hopefully it will all mix and you'll see it. There you go, you can see it starting to rise. You can see it. Isn't that interesting, look?
That's incredible.
Look at that. Just watch it come
What's
out.
it feel like, Jace?
It's actually very cold to touch. It takes on the sort of ambient temperature of the water. And so, if I shake it a little bit, look at that, isn't that interesting? It's cool to touch. It's really cool to touch, but it doesn't have the flight characteristics of your dry foam. Look, you wouldn't want that really for the snowfall. It just doesn't look right in the air. Where it does look right is obviously thrown in your eyes.
Like, there you go.
Yeah, like that. Where it does look right is here. Can you see I've got a great crate full of it here? And it's remarkable. I mean, if you make shapes in it, look, it looks just like snow does. In fact, it retains its shape. Meaning that over time, say half an hour, if a truck's driven through it on a movie set, it comes back up. So it's really useful. Let's demonstrate that by getting a youngster to do a snow angel. Who's up for that?
Need
Anybody?
a baby, a tiny person.
A little person, yeah? A little person. Okay, let me go right. Look, let me just go right to the back.
Oh, there's a guy, a little boy
little,
with a grey jumper at the very, very back.
if you're little and you're up at the back, then it's got to be hard to see. Here we are. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Are you on your own?
No.
You just don't like your family.
It's just
You
disabled
know.
parents.
Right, let's go. What's your name? Was it?
Kian.
Kian? Okay, it's Kian. Is that right? Okay, awesome. Let's do it. Nice. You're rocking that one. You're rocking the onesie, my man. Check him out. Good girl. Okay, sorry it's so far. Okay, watch yourself, don't slip on this. No. So imagine that it's Christmas morning, just jump up here, and you're running outside in your onesie, alright? Jump up here, my man. Okay, good lad. Right, now what we used to do is get into the crate. Do be careful because it is slippy. Put your hand back here, and your left corner. Have a little play. Knock yourself out. In you get. You're going to get into. Do you want to climb in there? Look like me, climb in. That's the way to do it. That's the way we do it. Now, lie down on your back. I'll hold you. Okay, we'll go your way. We'll go your way. Go for it. Snow angel, just like on the Jean-Claude Van Damme beer advert. Bigger movements.
Bigger arms, bigger arms.
Much bigger. There you go.
Talking about.
Look at that.
It's snow angel.
It's not bad. That is a perfect use for a onesie though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Was it Kian? I think it was. Kian, ladies and gentlemen, is Snow Angel. Very good. Don't slip on the way out, young man. Let's get your hand.
Oh, brilliant snow angel. Okay, so we're going to move on to the sixth effect. And for this, I need a little bit of help. So Naomi and Hayley, if you wouldn't mind coming out, my darlings, and grabbing a bucket. Jason, John, help yourself to these. Because the sixth effect is snowballs.
Yeah.
So these look like real snowballs, but they don't have the same characteristics as snowballs. In other words, the flight is a little bit lighter. You squidge them, they retain their shape. It's pretty much like a they're not cold, which is what snow would be like. It's alright, don't worry, they don't bite. You can catch them. Have a feel for yourself, see what you think. Quite unusual, aren't they? But again, they fly very beautifully. It'd be nice to have a snowball fight. In fact, there's quite a few of them out there, isn't there? I'm thinking, how about you guys against us lot?
Yeah?
You ready?
You want a piece of me?
Showed you, which means you can create Christmas at home. And you've also got 4 faux snowballs and 6 Blu-rays of movies that Snow Business have worked on. So that's present number 6 going underneath the tree. Oh, well done everyone there, by the way.
Well, we're now halfway through our 12 days of Christmas, and as any quantum mathematician will tell you, that means we're now on to day 7.
We are indeed, and we specifically want to talk to you about Gadget Show bills, but more specifically, Gadget Show clothing. Heads up! Bills. Pay attention. I'm messing.
Indeed, now we're big fans of. Oh, well, yeah.
In fact, let's have a look.
Let's
See if
have a
I've
look,
got
please,
7.
number 7, it's the wearable PC that Jason made way back in 2004. It's genius. Complete with augmented reality vision. At 6, it's our MP3 shoes. Total music control just by moving your feet. At number 5, it's the Cat Hat. A natty high-tech helmet designed to boost your senses to feline levels. This is war. You're going down. Coming in at number 4, it's the phone glove we devised in 2006. Now you can actually buy them in shops.
You can hear me okay, can you, John?
Yes, crystal clear. And at 3, it's phone charging trousers. A nifty way of turning body movement into precious juice for your mobile.
How amazing is that? Using nothing but the power of a lunge.
At number 2, it's Jason's Halloween outfit. A bit low tech maybe, but you can't deny it's very effective. And straight in at number 1, chair pants. Taking the weight off your feet has never been easier.
Easier indeed. Kind of not quite sure they're going to take off though. You're walking like John Wayne.
I'm feeling like someone with elephantitis, but yeah, good to see you. What do you think? These are the chair pants, the one and only electronically deployable chair pants, made possible, I will have you know, by an amazing discovery by one of our researchers who got in touch with the military, and they've got this material which you can roll up, right? And it's soft and pliable. You whack it in a backpack. But then, when you roll it out and you deploy it, it becomes really rigid, like rigid enough to build something out of, like a roof, and sleep under it. Or for antennas. They put antennas, really high antennas, as high as this building, using this material from something that you can fit in a backpack. And that's what this material is.
Let's have a look. Deploy them then.
Are you ready for deployment?
Let's see.
Okay, here we go.
Is that it?
Hang on, oh! I think I clipped a bauble. Oh!
Thank goodness you already have children.
Oh.
Yeah, that's interesting, Jace.
I can just balance, look.
You
all
actually
day.
make
I
that
can wait
look,
here all day now.
You make it look really uncomfortable though.
It's not.
Really?
No, honestly. Okay, there's a metal plate under here. You
Uh-huh.
probably can't see it on camera. There's a metal plate under my bum. And that's more to do with the fact that when we build these things on the Gadget show, we have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to get members of the public on the street like we did in that film doing it, right?
Uh-huh.
But you could make this out of a strong plastic, and you could refine this.
Could you? Not quite.
You're not convinced,
I know,
are you?
I'm kind of looking because I can't
Oh.
imagine people wandering around having that strapped to their backside.
I think, well, there's nothing wrong with it, look.
No.
You can hardly see it.
Okay, well roll it up. Let's see how that goes.
I haven't got to that bit yet.
Oh, so once you deploy it, that's what you look like.
You can't remain deployed, lads.
No.
You remain deployed, and you know what I mean.
Well, make sure you tell the girls to take your pants off when you go backstage.
I will. Thank you very much.
Lovely. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the chair pants. So that was day 7. That is wearable technology. So we're going to put a present underneath the tree. Again, to do with wearable tech, and that's these. It's the Hyphen Hyper phone gloves. Thank you, my darling. Thanks, Hayley. Which actually do work, even though Jace devised something very similar back in about 2006. This is the real deal. These are available, and I do use mine. They're very cool. And an autographer, which is a camera that is wearable around your neck. You can have a look at it downstairs in Q72. It literally takes images and photographs as you wear it and walk around, and elements change. So speed or light to dark, and it will take a photograph so you have a recollection of your whole day in pictures. Okay, so day 7's done. We're now on to day 8, and for today we have a very, very special guest. We have a bona fide American movie star. Now, do many of you remember the Police Academy series of movies? Oh yes, we do indeed. Well, you're probably going to know this guy a little bit better than Sergeant Lovell. Motorbound Joe. He is a walking special effects library. His talent is absolutely brilliant. He's about to show to you now, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Michael Winslow!
Make some noise if you had a good time so far. They can hear you back there. They appreciate that. I make noises.
I made a few too many on the plane. Well, they started it. It was a normal flight, you know. That's first class. I got the economy seat. I got the flight attendant mad at me. She didn't like no. Did you know that it is a crime to the sound of the flight attendant call button on aircraft? It is now. She had the trolley, you know, she was going up down the center, you know. And I went. Yes, I need Pokemon too, kids. You don't believe me? Pikachu! It's fun to make noises. I listen to them all the time. I can't win! Even if I play tennis, I can't win. Even if Venus Williams played John McEnroe, I still wouldn't win. Quiet, please. I just love to make noises. My first radio was cool, man. I hooked up a car battery to my radio. Bad idea. Because it went. But it worked. Suddenly I was going. Classic rock. That's how I had fun. What is this? Telephones. My first cell phone was a dumb phone. It was the size of this speaker and it was 4,000 quid. Now it's the size of your fingernail and it doesn't cost anything. And it makes noises, your telephone. Please answer. Shut up, Siri. Now, we come to gift number 8. Are you ready to see it? You kids ready to see that? Kids ready to see it? Yeah! Bulbasaur. Have fun. But it's behind the security. For Chinese television. What?
Hey, I do Kung Fu as well. I'll show you what you can make.
We gotta see gift number 8. You ready to see this? We gotta hurry along. But there's a lot of security, so I gotta ride up. I gotta be careful about this. Come on! Let's go! Excuse me, which way is to that? Never mind. Alright, let's take a look at this firewall. Another firewall. Hang on, I know how to get this. Mom and Dad know that one. Okay. My kneecap! Go! Security corgis. Poop press.
Ready to see it? It's hot. This gift is hot. It's a hot one. Just go.
Daddy, what's radiation?
Gift number 8. Sony PS Vita. Take a good look, because this is what you're gonna get. I've had a great time seeing you all. This goes under the tree. Enjoy Christmas. Happy Christmas, everyone. Take care.
Give it up for
Good to see you all.
ladies and gentlemen. Actual Hollywood legend. For real. Just throw that mic down, man. Oh, that's beautiful. Can I just press that button?
Oh, please press pound now.
Thank you very much, Michael. You put that under the tree, my main man. See you later. Oh, amazing! What's the amazing? It's like having an app in a human body. So we're going to move on now to day 9, and it's going to be a quickie. We're just going to cut straight to the chase and put the present under the tree for day 9. I don't know where my camera's gone. That is this Ion action camera. Okay, these things are really, really cool. We use them a lot on the Gadget Show. Stand J40 down in the auditorium is where you'll see them. But you'll also see the footage from them often on the Gadget Show. We wear them on our helmets, we wear them attached to our jet-powered bicycles or whatever it is. Really great, ruggedized, water-resistant action camera, 1080p, full HD, you can't say further than that on it goes. Right, now, moving swiftly on, we come to the 10th day of Christmas. And this is the most exciting day of our 12 days, because we're going to do an experiment involving all of you, alright? This is going to be so cool. I'm going to explain exactly what your role is in a minute, but first of all, just bear with me and give a huge Gadget Show Live Christmas welcome to the world's first ever autonomous robotic comedian. It's comedy Robo Jace. In he comes there, raising his newly designed arm. Not sure if he's flicking me aside, but anyway, he's coming in. He's coming in. Okay, so each series on the Gadget Show, we upgrade Robo Jace. I mean, I say we, he really is the brainchild, well, not the brainchild, but the work child of Robo Challenge there in the auditorium. Basically, we give them crazy ideas, and these amazing guys, you can see them in the auditorium near the Top Gear ride. They make it all happen for us. And the brief this time around was to make the world's first robot comedian. Now, I don't just mean a machine that just repeats verbatim gags that we've already put into the machine, but a robot that can actually think, all right? A robot with a brain, a speech synthesis engine. Bear that in mind when you see him perform. Bear that in mind, please, because I haven't recorded these jokes, all right? I haven't recorded a single... I've recorded words, phrases, consonants and vowels. When you hear him talk, you'll think it's me. It's not. He's bringing those consonants and vowels together to form sentences, okay? And the jokes in his brain, there's 50 of them in total, were created by a comedian called Mark Falgate. He's a top comedian, and he's been involved in the process the whole time. He even coached Robo Jace in ways of delivering the gags, okay? Now, what's your role? He's got 50 jokes. He's now going to choose randomly from that selection of 50 jokes, okay, and deliver them to you in a little comedy routine. And based on your reaction, he's going to decide which of those 50 jokes he should try and use when he does his comedy performance at a real comedy club with real comedians in a few weeks' time. So your reactions are absolutely critical to this process. Also, he's got cameras on the back, and just on the back this time, recording all of you, so you'll also stand a pretty good chance of being on the show when it's on the telly in a few weeks' time. Please react, please give him some warmth. In fact, react like you would if it was a young, newbie comedian and you just wanted to give him some support in a comedy club. When you smile, when you laugh rather, you smile, you can see your teeth. We've got cameras with special software that pick up on the whites of your teeth. I'm being serious. And that information is fed back to Robo Jace wirelessly. These microphones, this whole array of mics, also feed back to Robo Jace. He can hear if you laugh, he can also hear if you're quiet. And if he drops a stinker and the joke dies, he can sense that too. All of that will go into his final performance. So, are you ready for this? Okay, let's get this Gadget Show Live Christmas Comedy Club going on the compare. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Alright, sir, did you come alone? Yeah, there's probably a reason for that. Okay, you get the idea. I'm now going to enter on stage what a fantastic act, our biggest night for the evening, the king of comedy that is Comedy Robo James, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Hello everyone, it's great to be here. Hello sir, that's a lovely shirt you're wearing. Did your motherboard dress you? Well, let's get started. I've got lots to get through and I've only got 10 hours of battery life left. Did a great gig last week, got loads of laughs. It was only afterwards I realised I'd done the whole thing with Madonna laugh. In my spare time, I like to strap keyboards to my feet and dance. I'm a type dancer. I'll tell you what turns me on. My power button.
Well, hey!
I've got squits. I downloaded something dodgy this morning. It's dangerous being a computer. You can crash at any time. My parents told me it was rude that wouldn't click. I've been banned from my local tennis club. I kept trying to surf the net. What is a robot's favourite software? Android. Sometimes my friends find it hard to understand me because I speak in code. Recently I had laser eye surgery. Now I can shoot lasers out of both eyes. Thank you very much. You've been a great audience. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So you probably gathered, well done Robert James, you probably gathered from his jokes, they're all tech related. That was the challenge to the comedy writer. All of those jokes, it was funny, could you tell with his delivery? His delivery, the machine was thinking about it. That code was there, you know, delivering those jokes. It's astonishing. It's a world first, and you were part of it. Thank you so much. Please look out for that on the forthcoming episode of The Gadget Show. Come on, John and Polly, come and join us on stage as we applaud Comedy Robo James, ladies and gentlemen. And a great performance. I think we're going to get there, don't you?
Oh, he's very close.
And he's getting there. He's got funnier as the shows have gone on.
He has. So, well, I think we need a prize, don't we, John?
We have a marvellous robot prize for the tree, which is a caterpillar kit by RX. It's robotic and you make it yourself.
Nice. Okay, well that goes under the tree. Thank you very much, Jace. We're going to move on to day 11. We're sticking with robotics and we're looking at this very cool robotic toy which is found downstairs. It's called the Attacknid. It's got 6 legs, it's got a defence mechanism if you hit its little claws here, the shields pop off, and it's even got a Nerf gun up here so it can fire little Nerf pellets. However, as Jace mentioned, we worked quite a lot with Robo Challenge on the Gadget Show, and they saw this and thought, you know what? We can create a monster out of that. And look what they did. Unbelievable with the great use of technology. So I'm just going to pop this down for a second because that isn't all for day 11. What we have for day 11 for you guys watching is 11 premiere tickets for Gadget Show Live in April at the NEC. So we're about to give them out, but we thought being the technology show we are, Gadget Show, we're not just going to walk out and hand them out. We're going to fire them out. So Jason,
yes,
he's already on stage. I love that. If you want to go take positions downstairs in the auditorium over that side, John, if you want to go the other side. So let me just explain. In our cartridges, there are gold pellets. Between the 3 of us, we have 11 of them. Each one is worth 1 premiere ticket to Gadget Show Live in April at the NEC. It is complete randomness. We're about to fire them out, so keep your eyes open for the gold ones. John, are you in position?
Yes.
Jason?
Roger that!
If thinks he's in Rectimops or something.
Rectimops, level 7, go!
Okay. Start the music! Push the carpet down!
Yes! In the face! Right now, down in the front! Oh, fantastic! Yeah, die old man! Sorry, I'm just getting into the role. Sorry. Hey, Milky Market!
And you went out, John?
Right.
Really?
Where they're coming from, where they're coming. No, I'm out. Finished.
How do you get on, Jace? He's now on level 8.
Oh no! You're never going to finish level 8 Rectimops!
I'll run out. Music, stop, please.
I haven't run out. There's a gold ticket.
Oh, Jace.
Oh my gosh.
Seriously, this is it. This is level 8 territory right here. Oh, come on.
The gold ticket, I'm not even kidding, the gold ticket is stuck. Wait. It's there! It's going in! Oh! Pete! Pete, the signer got it! Everyone, get it! I'm joking, please don't get him! That young man's got it there. I apologise. I wanted everyone to have it. I'm now depleted. Well done. Congratulations to everyone.
Well done, everybody. Just to let you know, if you manage to get yourself one of the golden pellets, hang on to it. Take it down to the collection, ticket collection desk downstairs. They will exchange that golden pellet and write your details down and send you a ticket for Gadget Show Live in April at the NEC. So now we'll put the present under the tree, one of the attack units, and we'll also give you a pair of Premier tickets to Gadget Show Live in April at the NEC as well. So day 11 is done.
Brilliant, great stuff. So that brings us now neatly to day number 12, the 12th day of Christmas, which, as you know, traditionally, as the song goes, is 12 drummers drumming. And you don't need to be Einstein to work out that all these drums on stage mean that we've got a drum-themed final day of Christmas. Please give it up one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for one of the greatest drummers on the planet. His name's Craig Blundell. Hi, Craigie boy. Hello. Liking you in black, sir. Business-like. Thank you. Business is with them. I like that. You've probably heard this man's work. In fact, you probably hear it every week because you're a session musician. You work for all kinds of the BBC, the adverts for bands like.
I've filled in recently for bands like Friends and bands like Deep Purple, Rainbow King Crimson.
So serious bands. I love it. And in front of you is a clever piece of kit called the Octopad.
Yes.
What's its relevance right here?
Well, I also do quite a lot of remixing. So when I'm remixing drums, this is pretty much paramount to my job, really.
In fact, I think on this machine you remixed the Gadget Show theme tune, which is the new version that we hear every Monday night.
Yeah, I did. And the great thing about this is that you don't necessarily need to be a drummer to use it either in the studio or live, because it's got something that's called real-time quantizing. So I'll play some information into the pad, and it will decide where the beats are and then lock them down. Right. Okay. So, do you want to give it a go? Should we try it?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So let's set up a little click and a loop going. So 4 beats, off we go. Let's go quick.
Okay.
So Jace, what I want you to do is round about with 4 pounds, hit them as fast as you possibly can. Just go for it.
Now?
Go for it. So it's going to select every single thing that Jace playing all in time. So now what I can do, you can play different parts on top of that.
So look, you probably noticed that we've now got the entire cast of the Gadget Show Live Christmas on stage including you, Grant, from Robo Challenge, the designer of Robo Jace. Give it up for Grant. He never gets out of his laboratory, his workshop. What's it like in the outside world, dude?
It's a bit scary.
Nice! Okay, so back to this. We've got 12 people on stage.
Yeah. So we're going to recreate 12 drummers drumming. As we've said already, not everyone's a drummer. So we're going to use a theme, we're going to use syllables. When I'm teaching drums or trying to educate people on drums, use syllables in words. So if you can say your name, it translates to your hand, you can play a loop. And that's the theme. So throughout this, the theme we'll be thinking of is Pollyanna Woodward.
I don't think that's going to be very difficult for most people.
Exactly. So right the way from the start of the backing track, we're going to be going Pollyanna Woodward, Pollyanna Woodward, and the guys down the line will be playing each individual part of that on separate instruments. So Jace, sample, do you want to start it? And
What do I do?
just hit the top. So, Pollyanna, you're working.
Date number 12. Oh, Craig, can you do me one favour, my darling? Can you play me a drum roll, please?